Hello everyone, welcome to Simply Liminal. My name is Stacy. This is my daily 2-card reading for Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. And because it's Wednesday, that means we're at the very end of our week of reading. So tomorrow I'll be back with you for more readings, but with another deck. But today we're finishing up with the Goddess Power Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. There is her name right there. The illustrations and artwork are done by Jenna Della Grataglia, and she does gorgeous work, and Colette does gorgeous work in these decks. And this is a beautiful deck. Really been called to the divine feminine energy again this week. We've worked with archangels last week. We worked with the oracle of the energy of New Orleans the week before. We've just really had a flourishing and fun month of May, and we're kind of not at the end of the month, but we're getting pretty close. June is right around the corner, which means I'll be coming at you on the 1st of June with our 3-card reading for the month of June. But this energy right here, this deck has not disappointed all week. It's been full of beautiful insight. Some days have been more full of action. Some days have been more passive and receptive, and we're just kind of waiting to see what we've already planted in the seeds and how it's going to grow. And some days our message has been more like make alliances, go out and do something, things are going to happen. So I'm curious to see what our message is going to be for this last day that we work with this deck. So as always, I open a circle of light and love and protection around myself and my reading space. And this extends not just to myself in this reading space, but extends to everyone who watches these readings, no matter when you watch it, no matter how long these readings last. Know that you are protected in that divine circle of light and love and energy and protection. I also call in my spirit guides and guardians to ask them to help me be a clear channel for this information from the divine through these oracle cards, and in this case the goddesses that we're working with this week, to you, the collective, and to me, the collective, because I view myself as very much a part of this collective that I'm reading for. So deck does not want to shuffle together real well today. Maybe that's telling me we're done shuffling, so I'm going to stop now. So I always work with 2 things. I work with an energy card for the day, which is the force that's directed towards us from the universe, from our environment, from the world around us. And then the focus card is our intention, effort, or response that we put back into that day. Because ultimately we are co-creating with spirit. So spirit gives us some energy, and then we work with that in the focus, and then we create something together. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So let's look at our energy card for today. Oops. Come on out of there. And then the focus card. About half the deck just wanted to jump out there. Yesterday was the slider day. That was really interesting energy, the goddesses that we visited with yesterday. And I'm so curious to see what goddesses are calling on us on this last day. Now, we did have some repeat energies this week already, and I'm curious to see if we'll have some more. I have no idea. I always find repeat energy very interesting. Like if we're seeing goddesses more than once in a week, and we have twice this week, we've had duplicate goddesses. That's a focus for us. We need to pay attention to that. So let's see what our energy card is for today. We have Lakshmi, and we did not pull this card this week, and we didn't pull it the last time we worked with it either. And this is a beautiful card. Let me zoom in here so you can see the artwork. Lakshmi, she is associated with fortune, goodwill, abundance is how I think of Lakshmi. She is one of the 3 main goddesses in the Hindu pantheon. You will hear her talked about in Buddhist energy as well. But when Lakshmi is calling for you, when she is showing up in your life, know that abundance and fortune are there for you. I will also say abundance and fortune doesn't necessarily need to be cash or gold or jewels. We can have an abundance of love. We can have an abundance of space. We can have an abundance of energy. So these things can come to us in many ways. But know whenever Lakshmi calls, it is a good thing. There is nothing ever to be sad or disappointed about when Lakshmi shows up for us. So her message is fortune, and let's read this message in the book. When the Hindu goddess Lakshmi comes to visit, she heralds a celebration of your purpose, wisdom, and compassionate prosperity. All your experience and all your skills are rich with meaning and purpose. As a result, you can expect to see evidence of this wealth in the world around you. You have the ability right now to create great success in your life, and what you have to offer has exalted value. The goddess of luck and prosperity says it's time to share your good fortune with others, and she will show you how it multiplies when you apply gratitude, praise, and a commitment to serve. If it's material success you intend, you shall co-create it. If it's a rich relationship in life, you will attract it and develop it. You are a magnet for miracles. Nothing is out of the reach when the goddess Lakshmi comes calling. So it's good to see her. This is a beautiful, fortuitous day when she's showing up. I just want to zoom in on this card again because holy, the artwork is gorgeous. But look at her face. Like, she is just like, you got this. And I got this, and I'm going to help you get this. So that's what we have here, Lakshmi. So let's look at our focus card today to see how we're going to work with this energy. We have Kuan Yin. Oh my gosh, we're just like, we're very strong, beautiful Eastern energy in these readings today. So we have Kuan Yin, and she is the goddess of compassion. And she is beautiful, beautiful artwork on her as well. Kuan Yin in mythology and stories was a human, a princess, and she was very spiritual. And she developed so much spirituality that she became what could be considered an ascended master, much like the Buddha, where you transcend this life and you move on to a higher realm. But Kuan Yin had a lot of compassion for her fellow humans and other life on earth. And she did not want to transcend that high. She wanted to stay here and shower these energies with us. And one of her strengths is compassion. So let's take a look at her card real quick here. This is beautiful energy. We have fortune and compassion coming to us today. So here is Kuan Yin's message. Compassion is what's needed right now to help you release perfectionism and defensiveness. And I'm just going to stop here and say maybe these are the things that you need to do to help bring the fortune into your life, right? Compassion is what's needed right now to help you release perfectionism and defensiveness. A very important line right there. Okay. The purpose of compassion is to help reduce suffering in the world. So be mindful not to judge yourself or others too harshly as you stumble through life's obstacle courses. In fact, turning into the energy of compassion and kindness almost instantly eradicates the stirred up energy of controlling thoughts and knee-jerk behaviors. The Chinese goddess of compassion, Kuan Yin, gently nudges you to ask yourself this question: what would kindness do in this situation? If you approach everything with that in mind, you will discover solutions and new paths unfolding before you. In fact, living with compassion as your guide really changes everything, right down to the products you buy and the food that you eat. Today, make kindness a priority. The world will be a better place, and you will feel amazing as you see the miracles light up where you least expect them. I think this message works so beautifully together. So we know that our focus card is our effort, intention, or response. And so it's telling us through Kuan Yin very plainly that we need to be compassionate. She is associated with kindness as well. And the question here was, what would kindness do in this situation? So when you're faced with a situation, remember these words from Kuan Yin. And the energy that's coming to us is fortune from Lakshmi. And that is always a beautiful thing. So I think if we just take this day and treat everybody with kindness and compassion, fortune will come to us. I'm not saying you're going to win the lottery, but you might have a fortune in other things. More kindness directed to you. Laughter, energy, just friendship, a good home environment. These are things that are fortunate in our lives. This is a beautiful final message from this card deck this week. These cards have not been repeats either times that I've used this deck for the readings on this channel. And so while I had been talking about repeat energy being important, I think it's also very important to appreciate the energy that's not been withheld, but that hasn't showed up for us yet, because when it shows up, it's very meaningful. So pay attention to these goddesses. Treat everybody with compassion and kindness, and fortune will come to you, whatever that fortune may be. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope you found it helpful or connected with it in some way. Please like, please subscribe, please share. I'm grateful to you all for the views, for the likes, for your responses. I'm grateful to the people that come and watch my readings every day. I can't tell you how much that means to me. It is Thursday, so it is Wednesday, so tomorrow is Thursday, and I'll have a new deck for you, and I haven't decided yet what deck I'm going to use. I'm looking for guidance, so hopefully it will just be clear to me, soon what deck I'm going to use. But thank you so much. My name is Stacy. Thank you for visiting Simply Liminal with me. I hope you all have a beautiful, 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 blessed day.